For many, menopause isn't just a biological transition, it's a spiritual invitation. It's a moment when the veil between what was and what is becoming feels thinner than ever. If you're in this season of life or approaching it, know this.
This space honors all paths of connection, healing, and family, grounding ourselves in sacred teachings as we are anchored in ancient roots, ready to rise from the soil of our past. I'm Irene Stupski, here to guide you through stories, insights, and spiritual practices that will help you heal and rediscover your true belonging.
Menopause is more than just hot flashes and hormonal shifts and bad moods. It's a rite of passage. It's a sacred initiation and an opportunity to step into the fullest expression of your wisdom. Have you ever felt like your body, mind, and spirit were calling you toward something deeper, but you weren't quite sure what that was? Well, today we are reframing menopause not as an ending, but as a new beginning, a shift from external validation to inner knowing, a transition from nurturing others to fully embracing self. It's a sacred reclamation of your divine power. As we open our beautiful sacred light circle by rubbing our hands together and activating the energy within our palms, place them over your heart as you take a deep breath in and close your eyes and feel the wisdom of every woman who has walked this path before you. The grandmothers, the mothers, the daughters. You are not alone in this journey. This spiritual invitation for you is not just a change in the body, it's a transformation of the soul. In ancient cultures, menopause was seen as a sacred initiation. Women were not dismissed or disregarded or told they were old. They were revered as the wisdom keepers, the elders, the truth tellers. But somewhere along the way, society distorted the narrative. We were taught to see menopause as loss rather than a gateway to our most powerful, intuitive, and untamed selves. This transition is an invitation. It's the moment when the energy you once gave outward is being redirected back to you. Your intuition sharpens, your connection to your ancestors deepen. The whispers of your soul become louder and louder and louder. And for the first time in a long time, you are being asked to listen. Symptoms or spiritual messages? What if the physical symptoms of menopause were actually messages? Or what if the hot flashes weren't just biological, but an activation of your inner fire? What if the mood swings were an invitation to finally release suppressed emotions and speak your truth? Or what if the fatigue was a reminder to slow down, rest, and tune in? Rather than seeing these changes as something to fix, let's embrace them as part of the transformation. My personal journey was I was literally running on empty. I went to my naturopathic doctor because I was exhausted and I didn't know where else to turn because my general practitioner wasn't listening to me. And I was told that I was just getting older and that was that. But deep down, I knew there had to be something that we could do. And when we got the test results back, my naturopathic looked at me and said, "Could you imagine if you didn't have a spiritual practice?" This is literally energizing you and keeping you going. That's how powerful a spiritual practice can be. That moment, it hit me deeply. It was validation that my connection to divine source, my rituals, my grounding practices, these weren't just emotional or mental supports. They were physically sustaining me. And I realized that menopause wasn't here to diminish me. It was calling me into a new rhythm, a deeper knowing, a sacred reclamation of my own energy. So how do we weave spiritual practices into your menopause journey? Here are a few of my favorite ways that you can create this transition and a spiritual practice of your own understanding. Sacred grounding rituals. Your body is changing, and grounding practices help you stay centered. It's scientifically proven. Connect with nature, walk barefoot on the earth, stand in the sunlight and absorb its warmth and be grateful. Let your body recalibrate. And then there's ancestral connection. Now is the time to call upon the wisdom of those who walked before you. And if you know your lineage, explore the spiritual traditions of your ancestors. If you don't, that's okay. DNA testing can reveal so much about where you come from, and then research the practices of your heritage and see what resonates with you most. Or begin to journal your truth. You are stepping into a new version of yourself. Write about it. What do you need to release? What are you calling in? What versions of you are ready to emerge? And by honoring your inner crone, the word crone has been distorted, by the way, but in its true meaning, the crone is the wise woman, the elder, the holder of deep, ancient knowledge. This is the energy you are stepping into. How can you embrace that with love? And then there's daily soul connection, whether through meditation, prayer, oracle cards, or simply a moment of deep breathing. Create space to connect with your inner guidance every single day. Here's a message for you from your angels and your ancestors. As you close your eyes, your angels and ancestors want you to know that you are not fading. You are rising. You are not losing. You are awakening. This is not the end. This is your becoming. You are stepping into your power. You are releasing old roles and stepping into your higher wisdom. Your presence, your voice, your energy, it all matters. And as we close today's Sacred Light Circle, place your hands over your beautiful heart and breathe in this wisdom. Breathe out the old stories. Stand fully in who you are becoming. If this episode resonates with you, be sure to sign up for my free weekly spiritual practices, as well as the Angel of the Week delivered every Sunday straight to your inbox. Visit michelleirene.com for other free tools and gifts and resources and guidance to support your sacred journey. And remember, you are radiant, you are powerful, and as my angels always like to say, you're never alone. What's up next? Spiritual burnout. What it is and how to return to balance. Have you ever felt disconnected from your practice, even though you deeply value it? Do you sometimes feel exhausted by all the spiritual work that you're doing? This episode, we'll talk about spiritual burnout, what causes it, and how to shift back into alignment without guilt. So until next time, walk in your light, embrace your truth, and honor the divine wisdom within you. And so it is.